Both architectures have their pros and cons. Microservices are modular, scalable, and fault-tolerant, but can be complex to manage. Monoliths are simpler to develop and maintain, but they can become bloated over time. Imagine developing a social media platform. With microservices, each feature like user profiles or news feeds can be developed independently. In a monolith, everything is in one code base. Here's a chart showing the complexity of adding new features. Microservices have lower initial setup but higher maintenance, while monoliths are simpler to start with. Think of microservices like assembling Lego sets. You can add or remove pieces easily, but it takes more planning and effort up front. A monolith is like building a house from scratch, simpler to start but harder to change later. Here's a diagram showing the architecture of both microservices and monoliths. Microservices are decentralized, while monoliths have everything in one place. When should you use microservices? When your application is large and complex, or you need to scale independently. For smaller applications or rapid development, monoliths might be better. Here's a timeline showing how an application can evolve from a monolith to microservices. It starts simple and grows in complexity over time. This chart shows the scalability of microservices and monoliths. Microservices can scale horizontally, while monoliths are harder to scale. Netflix started with a monolith but moved to microservices. Today, they have over 1,000 microservices running in production. A monolithic architecture is where all application code and data are in a single code base. It's simpler to develop but harder to scale. Think of it like trying to build a skyscraper with Lego pieces. While the flexibility is there, managing each part can be tricky and time-consuming. Imagine a hotel booking site that can instantly check availability, compare rates, and book rooms without any delay. That's what Airbnb achieved with microservices. In a monolithic kitchen, the head chef must prepare everything from scratch. In contrast, microservices allow each dish to be made by a specialized chef who knows their craft inside and out. Draw a sketch showing the pros and cons of both architectures. On one side, you have microservices with their many small components, each doing a specific job. On the other side, you have monoliths where everything works together seamlessly. Imagine a single, massive application that could control every aspect of a Mars rover mission. That's what NASA built for the Mars exploration rovers. Imagine deploying a change in a monolith. You have to restart the entire system. With microservices, it's like changing just one part of a complex machine. In a monolith, communication is like whispering to your neighbor. In microservices, it's more like sending a message through a noisy walkie-talkie. Think of monoliths as the perfect tool for a small workshop, and microservices as the Swiss Army knife for big engineering projects. Think of a monolith as the perfect solution for a small restaurant with a single menu. It's straightforward and easy to manage. On the other hand, microservices are like a bustling kitchen with separate stations for different dishes, allowing each part to scale independently. Microservices are a type of architecture where an application is divided into smaller, independent services. Each service can be developed, deployed, and scaled independently. Which part surprised you most? Tell me in the comments.